So, happy Wednesday. It is a paint your style day. Normally I film my paint your styles both landscape and portrait, but we were traveling this week, which meant I only had one tripod with me, and so it was only filmed as a portrait video. And so I have cropped this video down to make it a bit more YouTube friendly because I absolutely loved the final design of this piece. It was a piece that was really challenging. I didn't like the image. It was going to be the first paint your style in a very long time that I was not going to participate in, and I was so happy with the final product. I'm using the cotton paper from Amazon that's pre-cut into squares. I'm using a mix of different brushes, and I'm just sort of going for it. It was a really challenging piece because it was a water and sky and mountains and clouds and sand and then a boat. But they were all in about the same tone, and so what I decided to do was just use an incredibly granulating gray and just use one pan of paint to do it all. So this is actually just one paint color. This is Cosmic Creations Pebble. I'm using my finger a lot more than I normally do because I had very limited brushes with me, and so there was some using a finger to blend out colors. I also had a mini ceramic palette, which you can see in the top corner, from a small shop on Instagram, I think. I don't think she sells on Etsy. I think she only sells via Instagram. The boat was probably the hardest part of this piece because I'd never painted a boat before, and it was at a weird angle in the image, but it was definitely a lot of fun to watch this come together. By this point, I was getting excited because the mountains were there, the sky was sort of there. I knew I was going to have to go back and fix the water a little bit. I wasn't super happy with the sand, but the idea of what I wanted was there. And sometimes that's all you need in a piece. You just need it to feel like what you're aiming for. And in this case, I got to this point, and that's where I was at. So I went in with more Pebble and a Tintoretto brush. And a lot more finger blending. And a detail brush from Cotman, which I believe is their round size 0. I'll leave all the info for brushes in the description. Then we fixed up the sky. So normally I'd use a dry brush for this, but I didn't have one, and so my finger worked perfectly well. You can see a little palette up top. It was so much fun to do, and under natural light you can see all the different tones of the gray really clearly.